Google earns tens of millions of dollars each and every day with their AdWords marketing program and their AdSense revenue sharing program. Much of that money is earned by misleading the public and committing acts of fraud, deception, manipulation, anti-business practices, and outright theft. This video has been produced and published under the protection of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. It has also been produced and published to warn the public and make them aware of Google's international scam.
And when you've got contradictions where one rep is saying one thing and another rep is saying another thing, it's very frustrating.
I agree with you, Mike, on this, that, if you get different kind of, information from each one of us here working for the same company, then I'm sure that we are missing out something here.
Well, you have a different policy in Pakistan?
I believe we probably do.
Is that something that the Federal Trade Commission has jurisdiction over as well? To say, wait a minute, you can't just arbitrarily shut somebody's business down. Somebody spent a year or 2 years building websites, spent their time and their labor and their effort and their money and their creativity building websites, and they were making money, and you're just going to arbitrarily shut them down? You can't do that, Google. Is that a position for the FTC to take?
It definitely is, sir. It is something that we do regularly. So you did the right thing as far as filing the complaint with the FTC.
Many people go into business with strong ambitions and dreams of creating better lives for themselves and their families. They aspire to achieve success, and they work hard to obtain it. With today's modern technology, computers, the internet, and emerging global markets, many of those people spend hours upon hours in front of their computer seeking to establish their success as online internet website business entrepreneurs. They are often referred to as webmasters. Although many of them are just average, ordinary, everyday people, often with little or no experience building websites. And they have every right to publish their own website business the best way they know how, in accordance with their own individual, unique interests and style. There should be no infringing upon any such person's efforts in this regard. In fact, all such efforts are protected by the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, the United States Constitution, Amendment 1, and the federal Sherman Laws. And any company that provides tools and resources that are designed and intended to facilitate such business efforts should not be permitted to limit, minimize, reduce, restrict, and/or eliminate any such business efforts, as such would constitute violations of free speech, free expression, free press, free trade, free enterprise, free markets, capitalism, and the true spirit of entrepreneurialism. Many people will spend 8 to 12 hours per day, often until the wee hours of the morning, exercising and exhausting their valuable and precious time, energy, creativity, money, and resources building websites and attempting to implement and profit from a wide range of online internet website business opportunities. Imagine that you are one of those people. Maybe you are. Imagine spending most of your time sitting down in front of your computer, perhaps 8 to 12 hours per day, sometimes until 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning, exhausting your time, energy, creativity, money, resources, dreams, vision, hope, ambitions, and business interests, building websites in an effort to create a revenue stream for yourself and your family. As you might imagine, you're always hearing a lot of buzz about Google. And one day you see a Google ad on the internet that says, create an AdWords account and attract customers to your website. Drive traffic to your business. You open your account and start spending your own hard-earned money paying Google to help get people to visit your websites. Months of ongoing efforts go by and you have spent far more than you have made. After a couple of years, you come across another Google ad that says, monetize your traffic with Google AdSense. And another Google ad that says, make money with Google. Place Google AdSense ads on your website and start earning money now. And yet another Google ad that says, earn revenues with Google AdSense. You raise your eyebrows thinking optimistically to yourself, wow, Google? That awesome multi-billion-dollar company? I can make money with them online? You are excited. You move forward with faith, hope, and trust in this great company. You spend more of your precious and valuable time reading through all of Google's terms of service and policies and webmaster guidelines, and you open an AdSense account. You open one for yourself, and you open one for your wife or your husband. You are both excited. You are optimistic. You are hopeful. You receive an email indicating your AdSense account is under review. Not long after that, you receive another email indicating your AdSense account has been approved. You are off and running with your new online internet website business ventures. You begin placing Google AdSense code into all of your many diverse websites, and you get excited when you see the pennies coming in. Over the next several weeks and months, the pennies turn into quarters, and the quarters turn into dollars. You are making money. Like any normal, sensible, reasonable, motivated business person, you want to increase your revenues. You want to expand your business and your profits. So you continue creating and building websites. And you continue adding AdSense codes to your websites. You see more ads and messages from Google that say, increase revenues with strategic placement of ads within your website, and invest in clicks that turn into profits. You even receive an email from Google that says, increase your revenues by placing up to 41 more ads within your website. Wow, it seems Google really wants to see you have success. So you spend all of your time working to build websites and developing your newfound partnership with Google. You use the Google keyword tool to identify high-value targets, popularly searched keywords. You apply domain names, meta tags, keywords, and content to those high-value targets and invest your own hard-earned money, investing into the purchase of domain names, hosting accounts, search engine optimization, and Google AdWords accounts to promote and market your websites. All of your websites are reviewed, approved, and determined by Google specialists to be compliant. Your websites and ads are running uninterrupted for more than 2 years, and you are gradually earning more and more AdSense revenues. You are making money. You are motivated, excited, and happy. You are on your way to financial prosperity. After years of hard work and commitment, exhausting all of your time, energy, creativity, money, resources, dreams, vision, hope, ambitions, and business interests, building websites and utilizing Google AdWords and AdSense, you start seeing serious results. Google deposits $9,500 into your bank account. You are psyched. The very next month, Google disables your AdWords accounts. Yeah, the ones that had been reviewed, approved, and determined to be compliant. Google wrongfully shuts down your successful online internet website businesses. You suspect that Google shut you down because you made so much money the previous month, and Google simply does not want to pay out that kind of money to you every month. But you think to yourself, wait, this is Google we're talking about. They can afford to do that. Google claims they disabled your AdWords account and killed your successful business for policy violations. But you were thinking to yourself, wait, what policy violations? All of my accounts were reviewed and then approved. And they've been running uninterrupted for 2 years. You spend the next several months corresponding with Google representatives and Google specialists over the phone and via email, trying to understand what the problem was and working diligently to fix the problem because you want to regain your successful and profitable online internet website businesses. You amass well over 100 email correspondences in the process and hours of recorded telephone conversations. Every time you correct one alleged violation, Google comes up with a new one, which they previously never mentioned. It is as if Google is determined to prevent you from regaining your profitable business. It is all well documented in your history of email correspondences. Many of the directives you receive from Google are very anti-business in nature, like not being allowed to have links within your websites that link to one another, and not being allowed to have Amazon.com shopping carts within your websites. You think to yourself, wait a minute, these are my websites. These are my businesses. I should be able to link my businesses together. I should be allowed to sell Amazon products within my websites. But you yield to Google's anti-business demands in an effort to regain your profitable businesses. After a year of corresponding with Google and rebuilding your websites, you are told by the Google representatives and Google specialists that your websites and AdWords accounts are now compliant and there is no reason for ads to no longer run. You are psyched. You resume spending your hard-earned money to market your websites, and presto, you earn $6,333 in April, and Google deposits that money into your bank account. You earn $12,000 in May, and Google deposits that money into your bank account. You earn $14,000 in June, and Google deposits that money into your bank account.
I'm opening up a fresh Internet Explorer browser and going to Google. I'm then going to Business Solutions. I'm then going to AdSense, and then I am going over here into my account right here, and we can see that last month this account earned $4,369. So now I'm going to go ahead and sign out of this account. Then I'm going to return to AdSense. Again, we can see now $10,291 was made in this account. So more than $14,000 the system has earned for me.
You earned $19,347 in AdSense revenues in July. You are excited. You are happy. You are psyched. In August, you are earning more than $1,000 per day in AdSense revenues. You are well on your way to earning over $30,000 that month. You have achieved more than 5 months of consistent earnings. It is an impressive track record of growth and success. Time and consistency is on your side. You have finally built your successful online internet website businesses. You are more than psyched. Every day you enjoy getting out of bed and going immediately to your computer to check your AdSense account, to see how much money you earned the day before. You take your son on a road trip since he will be starting college at the end of August. You even open a bank account for your son so he can give his girlfriend $400 a month to help support their babies while your son is going to college. While you were on the road trip on August 14th, you received word that Google disabled your AdSense account and shut down your successful and profitable online internet website businesses once again. They are not going to pay you the money you earned in August, the $1,000 per day you are earning. And they are not going to pay you the $19,347 your businesses earned in July either. You have become a victim of fraud, deception, manipulation, anti-business practices, and theft. Google lured you into their lair and into their spider web with their enticing ads. Make money with Google. Increase revenues with Google AdSense, leading you into a false sense of hope, a false belief, and a betrayed trust that caused you to expend and waste countless hours, days, weeks, months, and years of your valuable and precious time, energy, creativity, ambition, money, resources. Google never gave you any advance notice or warning about any alleged violations, or about being shut down, or the possibility of being shut down. Google never gave you any fair and reasonable opportunity to fix any alleged violations so you could continue your successful and profitable businesses. Google just shut you down out of the blue for no apparent rhyme or reason. Google happily took your hard-earned money to promote and market your reviewed, approved, and compliant websites. Now they are going to not pay you the money you earned from revenues from ads that you placed within your websites based on the promises they made, and they are going to kill your successful and profitable businesses. All of your months and years of hard work, time, energy, creativity, effort, dreams, vision, ambitions, business development, hope, faith, trust, and belief has been squandered in vain, wasted and thrown into the great abyss by Google. Imagine even during those last few weeks of seeing the revenues your websites were generating, when you were waking up every day and going to your computer with excitement and joy in your heart to view your previous day's earnings, anticipating the forthcoming bank deposits, all in vain. You were living in a dream, a lie, a nightmare, a delusion, day in and day out, for several weeks, for more than a month, nearly 2 months, not even knowing it was all a falsehood. Expecting deposits for days and days and days and days, seeing the revenues you're generating all in vain, not knowing about the deceitful action that was to come until it came. I know you want to say, bastards, but don't. You remain patient and you document your situation. You file your complaints with the Securities Exchange Commission, the Federal Trade Commission, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, the Better Business Bureau, the American Civil Liberties Union, the Internet Crimes Division, the FBI, and the Department of Justice. You document everything. You file your complaints with every Attorney General and every governor in all 50 states and all 6 U.S. territories. And you document it all. You file complaints with all of your senators and congressmen, and you document it. You file your complaints with every major news company, including Fox News, CNN, the Miami Herald, the New York Times, the LA Times, the Chicago Tribune, and every local TV news station in your hometown. And you document it. In the process of documenting your situation, you discover there are other Google victims. Numerous other people in the world are experiencing the same victimization. You discover blogs and websites wherein other people, Google victims, have indicated the same sorts of abuse and theft have occurred to them. You discover there are hundreds of thousands of people who use the Google keyword tool every month to search terms like Google crime, Google con, Google theft, Google fraud, Google AdSense fraud, Google AdWords fraud, Google stole my money. Literally thousands of people typing those terms into the Google search bar every month. 823,000 people searched Google crime. 90,500 people searched Google con. 18,100 people searched Google is a scam. 12,100 people searched Google is a fraud. 5,400 people searched Google is illegal. 4,400 people searched Google is a thief. 2,400 people searched Google lies. All of those searches were made in just 1 month. Why would people be searching such terms? There is only one answer. Because they are victims. They are victims of Google's misleading, dishonest, and deceitful business practices. Maybe they were looking for other victims. Maybe they were looking for help. Maybe they were looking for information relative to how and why they had been victimized. Maybe they were looking for precisely the information we have published in this video. This video not only documents the actual situation that occurred to us, but also proves that Google is taking advantage of and victimizing hundreds of thousands of innocent, unsuspecting online internet website business entrepreneurs. Why else would people be searching such terms? It is rumored that Google arbitrarily disables about 1 million AdSense accounts every month. As millions of new internet users go online aspiring to create their new businesses, Google lures them into their snare, sucks what life and money they can out of them, and then cuts them loose to make room for the many newcomers. If 1 million people have just $100 in their AdSense accounts when Google disables them, Google can avoid paying out $100 million and pocket their own enormous profits. That is AdSense theft. Our AdSense accounts had more than $29,000 in them when Google wrongfully disabled them and stole our money. What is equally misleading, dishonest, and deceitful thievery is how Google rakes in and maximizes their AdWords revenues. Website owners will invest their money into Google AdWords to market their websites that have AdSense ads within them in hopes of earning AdSense revenues. Google happily takes their money and disables their AdSense accounts. With no AdSense revenues going to the website owners, Google ensures that the AdWords payments are a 100% loss for the website owners and a 100% profit for Google. We invested $8,000 to promote and market our approved and compliant websites that had AdSense ads within them. So Google stole about $38,000 from us. We have discovered numerous blogs and websites wherein other people with AdSense accounts claim to have had thousands of dollars stolen from them too. If Google does that to 1 million people, they will generate billions of dollars in ill-gotten and stolen revenues. What kind of an incentive is that for Google to arbitrarily and wrongfully disable AdSense accounts? Google gets by with this scam in a very simple yet cunning way. Google makes bogus claims that they disable AdSense accounts for policy violations. That is the convenient scapegoat justification that has enabled Google to get away with this unethical scam for many years. But, as is the case with all crimes, there exists a tremendous flaw in Google's scam. The mere concept of a policy violation is nothing more than a ruse Google uses to facilitate their money-making scam. The bogus excuses they fabricate are secondary to this primary tactic. Think about it. What is a website? It's simple. Human beings can and should be able to publish websites expressing their ideas, sharing their information, and endeavoring to establish commerce however they see fit. As a public company, Google provides products and services that facilitate those precious rights and opportunities for individuals. AdWords is simply a system that is used by online internet website business entrepreneurs to promote and market their websites. Website owners pay Google to run a sophisticated system of crawlers and algorithms that enable people who are searching the internet to locate their websites. AdSense is simply a partnership program that is designed and intended to let people advertise their own business on other people's websites. What kind of policies do you need? It is apparent the kind of policies Google needs and wants are the kind that enable them to steal people's money and wrongfully shut down people's businesses so Google can avoid making AdSense payouts and increase their own profits. In fact, the only legitimate policies that would ever need to be in place would be those that are intended to deter any and all criminal use, content, and activities by users of AdWords and AdSense. Anything else is nothing more than a ruse to facilitate Google's international scam. The fact that Google does not communicate with AdSense account holders is a big part of their scheme. They will have representatives communicate over the phone with AdWords account holders so they can take money in. But in the case of AdSense accounts, which require Google to pay money out, Google refuses to communicate. This is just one of many factors that enables Google to pull off this high-tech, white-collar scam. All of the factors include not communicating verbally, properly, professionally, or effectively with AdSense account holders, making unilateral and arbitrary decisions to disable AdSense accounts at opportune moments in time for the express purpose of avoiding having to make payouts and pocketing their own share, employing their convenient and most effective scapegoat justification of claiming policy violations and or violations of Google Webmaster Guidelines are the reasons why they disable the many AdSense accounts they disable each month, and fabricating and using bogus excuses as a means of getting away with it. That is the perfect recipe for the perfect scam. The solution to this very serious problem is actually very simple. The federal government and or each state, in fact, any and all world governments and business regulatory agencies must mandate that Google, Bing, and all other such companies must communicate with AdSense publishers and all similar advertising code publishers in a thorough, reasonable, comprehensive, and verbal manner, providing them with advance notice and or warning with specific reasons for any alleged policy violations prior to disabling any AdWords and or AdSense accounts. And they must provide users of their products and services with an opportunity and reasonable amount of time to fix any and all alleged policy violations after they have been specifically delineated. We call that the Mike Singer Google Internet Business Protection Act. But you can call it whatever you want. We're not looking for any name recognition or glory. We simply want fair, ethical, honest business opportunities. Implementing such an Internet Business Protection Act will immediately stop and prevent the crimes and scam that have been exposed in this video. If you've watched this entire video and you agree that this scam should be stopped, we invite you to visit our website, googledeception.com, and sign the petition at the bottom of the home page. All of the information published at googledeception.com reveals the truth about Google and their international scam.